What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's blessed and highly favored. Thank you for joining in my channel, LKJIMMY. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and all that. Today we are inside of Studio One, and we're not gonna go into depth on every single element of the song, but what we are gonna do is teach you how to get those drums to hit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at this drum part right here, and I'm gonna solo out everything else so we can kind of hear how the drums are playing. So that's the first part, and then I'm gonna skip to the part where the kicks are hitting. All right, so you can hear how the kicks are the most element that you can hear, the main element that you can hear. Then you have that snare right behind it, kind of on the same level. So if we look at all of our green tracks, I color code everything. So we got our kicks hitting at about negative 12 decibel, along with our primary snare. So when you mixing your drums, you want to make sure you start mixing your kick first. Your kick is going to be that main element of the drum loop, right? So boom, if we mute everything else. All right, so then what you want to do is, all right, I know this is my kick, so let's get that snare. So let's level the snare, make sure the snare's leveled. Okay. And if you ever layering your drums, the way you mix that is you get that main element of that whatever drum you layering and you want to hear, you bring that second element and it's going to act as an accent. So you see how the main element is hitting at negative 12 and we got the other one hitting at around negative 24. So you can hear it, but it's not overpowering that main element. So after you got your snares and everything hitting that the way you want to off of your kick, I usually come to the hi-hats, right? Pan them whichever way you want to. And so I have 3 in this case. So this is why this third one is going right up the middle. You got the other 2 going from the left and the right. So that's going to sound like this. And whole time when I was mixing this, I guess I didn't do it. So we're going to use Shift T. We didn't even use that. Shift T, get that out of there. All right, so after you mix your hi-hats, we're going to want those to hit at, let's see, around negative 24 decibels, right? So we got our everything, main elements hitting at negative 12. All of our auxiliary elements are hitting at a little bit under negative 24, maybe a little bit over. So we're going to add that open hat as well. And you see how these are on different sides, right? So that's going to create a lot of space with your drum loops. You also got a crash in the tom. So we already automated the crash and the crash. So if you guys want to know how to automate, ask me, comment below. I will actually do another video and show you guys how I automate my sounds, but it's super easy in Studio One. You literally click this button, read, and then do what you got to do. But I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. It's actually touch. I'm sorry. You hit touch and then you do what you got to do. But I'm going to teach you guys how to do that a little bit later inside of Studio One. All right. So after you gain stage and you got all of your sounds hitting for your drum loop, super easy. You hit shift, right? And shift, boom, click to where you want to highlight. You're going to right click this and then you're going to add bus for selected channels. We already did that. So if you come over here, now you have your drum bus, right? And now this is where it gets fun. So you got your drum bus hitting there, everything where you need to, right? So lately, this is what I've been doing. This changes periodically, but if I find something that I like the way it sounds, I'm gonna keep putting it on my drum bus. So Cymatics, this is a free plugin. You can download it at cymatics.fm, I think. And this plugin is a soft clipper with a little bit of punch, and it has 2 knobs, super easy. They do have an expensive version, not expensive, but a paid version that has a little bit more options. But for this free version, let's turn off the first 2 elements, right? Let's get back to this. Boom. So we got this hitting like this. It's a little bit quieter, a little less energy in it with it off. We turn that punch up and that clip up, right? It's a hard clipper right now. So another plugin that I use on my drum bus is this MOTT multi-band compressor, over the top compressor, right? From Slate Digital. MOTT, I don't know what the MO stands for, but OTT, over the top compressor. And we put it on Break Your Drums, right? And the amount, and we had it at 75, right? We had it at 17.5, I'm sorry. Timing a little bit low. And you can also tweak these as you feel necessary. But with this drum loop that we made, as you go up, you hear it's a little bit different, but around 17, it gave us a good, vibe, right? I'm gonna put this for y'all, boom. So, last thing we wanna do is check this virtual instruments, and this is from Slate Digital. I'm sorry I didn't say that. This MOTT compressor is super good for a lot of different things, but utilizing it on drums is perfect. And then to finish it off, this is my favorite plugin ever. This is the best plugin for mixed buses, drum buses, vocal buses, everything. You go to a drum preset, right? And I picked the drum bus big and vintage. That's my favorite one right now. All of these are very good. Boom, we put this compressor, I think it's an SSL compressor, and I put it on bus tone shaper. So that shaped the tone of the bus, and then we took the compressor, the FET compressor, at a parallel smack, right? So it's gonna parallel compress it. With all three of those plugins being utilized on the drum bus, it gives us a lot of character, it gives us a punch, and it makes our drums hit. So we're gonna listen to it right now. I'm gonna shift it off. I'm gonna turn the bus off right now. It's still hitting around -24, -12. Now we got it hitting at around -6. It's being compressed, as you can see right here. And we got it sent to a little Valhalla reverb. I send the whole bus to the reverb, right? So this in relation to the song, after you gain stage your buses and get everything hitting the way you want to, it's going to be super easy. Those drums are going to cut through the mix. Trust me, trust me, trust me. So let's turn the whole thing off, right? I'm going to turn everything off right now. And we're going to listen to how these drums are punching through the mix and how you're able to hear everything separately, if that makes sense. When you mixing, you want to make sure you hear everything separately. Everything has a space. Everything has a section of the song so the listener can hear that. So let's listen to this drum bus in relation to the rest of the song.
Let your hair down, dim the lights and sip some liquor. Your friend's kid free, shout out to last minute sitters. I get you, you just want someone to vibe with you. Picture, niggas acting right, the topic of the night. The music blasting out of the speakers still ain't loud as your thoughts in your house ain't your home cause you lonely.
Alright, so we know that's hitting good. We can hear the instrument bus, we can hear the 808 bus, we can hear the drums, we can hear the vocals. Let's turn the vocals off. This is a trick that you can do to make sure that your drums are hitting perfect in relation to the rest of the song. So you know the first thing most people are gonna listen to are the drums and the bass, all right? So now we know the 808 is gonna hit at this part right here. So we can hear those both differently. And not to mention, we put our drum buses in mono lately. As of lately, we've been doing that at the LKJIMMY channel. Drum bus in mono, 808 in mono. So we're going to listen to the vocal in relation to the drums now. So you mute your 808 bus, mute your instrument bus, now bring that vocal bus up so we can hear that in relation to the drums. These are all perfect tips for when you're mixing and you want to get that mix to hit exactly how you want to hit it on the radio, on iTunes, Apple Music, all of that.
Music blasting out of the speakers still ain't loud as your thoughts in your house ain't your home cause you lonely. You wanna be the one, you wanna be the only. He treat you like the shorty that we call when we horny. So you call another dude, but it don't feel the same. Climax ain't never posed.
So we know the vocal is going to be a little bit over top of the drums. But these are hitting good for me. I like the way these drums are hitting. Might maybe turn the vocal bus down, but probably not in relation to everything else. So the last thing you want to do is listen to all of those together one more time.
Music blasting out of the speakers still ain't loud as your thoughts in your house ain't your home cause you lonely. You wanna be the one, you wanna be the only. He treat you like the shorty that we call when we horny, so you...
Hey man, you already know that sounds great to me. So top 3 things you want to remember in the drum bus after we about to close out this video. So number 1 thing, make sure you're picking good sounds. Good sounds take you a long way. You see that I don't have too much EQ compressors on the actual sounds. Why? Because we pick great sounds over here at the Low Key Jimmy channel and Native Instruments Machine, etc. Decap, all of these great places we can get drums, right? The Drum Broker. Number 1, pick good sounds. Number 2, your drum bus, no, matter of fact, number 2 is going to be the way you gain stage is kick, snare, everything else. You know what I'm saying? We're going to mix everything off of the kick. Make sure the kick is hitting where you want to. Boom. Now we go into the snare. Boom. Now we go into the hi-hats. Now we go into the tom, etc., etc. The last thing is going to have to do with the drum bus. Drum bus, you want to get a soft clipper on there, personally. You want to get a compressor on there. This is what we've been doing as of lately, or especially with live drums. I like putting this MOTT on there. And then if you guys don't got the Slate Digital, tap in with Slate Digital, man. They got what you need for show, for show. Without further ado, man, hope everybody's blessed, highly favored. Like, subscribe, share. We try and quit our job this year, man. Love y'all. Be blessed. Peace.